day 104 of the rest of my life. 104 days ago, I quit my corporate job to pursue my passion of starting our successful clothing brand MUEL, and to show you that when you align your passions with your purpose, everything and anything is possible. Today on day 104, we finally got our mascot tees shipped out. We worked from around 8 to 4, and at 4 o'clock on the dot, I was walking out of the door carrying the duffel bag full of our mascot tees and walking over to the post office to ship them out. And when I got to the post office, I had some complications. So originally my plan was to just get them weighed and write the weight of each individual package back on the post-it notes with the names on them, bring them back home, and then print out the shipping labels from Shopify for a cheaper rate. Shopify does offer discounts for e-commerce brands, and it is included in the order. So that was the plan. I just got finished working out, breathing a little bit heavy. I'm excited to be back here with you and telling you about how far we've come in 104 days. So back to the clothing brand shipping process. We got to the post office, and as I said, we were gonna just get the weights, come back home, and then get it for cheaper and then ship it out. But when I got there, I really just wanted to get them out to you. I didn't want to have you wait any longer than you've already waited for your mascot tees, and I was struggling trying to figure out what I was gonna do. In that moment, I got excited and I decided to just go with it. I had the feeling that it was time to get these shirts to you, and that I needed to spend the money no matter how much it took, no matter how much of a loss, no matter how much we are below the point of breaking even, no matter how much I am quote unquote losing. I knew it was time, so I decided to go with it, and I had to purchase these stickers. There was 2 shipping stickers which had a to and a from, 2 per sheet. I got 10 total, so they were 99 cents each. So I'm going to tell you exactly how much I spent on that. But when I went and spoke to the postwoman, I asked her, what is the cheapest method to ship these? What do I need to write on? And she directed me to get what I just talked about, those 99-cent shipping stickers. Write our address and the address of the MUEL who it is going to, stick that on there, and then begin the weighing process. She told me that to ship, it depended on how far I was going and then the weight of the t-shirt, the weight of the mascot tee. So I got a receipt, and obviously with anything there's complications throughout the process. I got there at 4, the post office closes at 5. So as I'm rushing to write these names out, to write the members of the community's names and their address and where these shirts are going, writing my address, making sure I get it as legible as possible so there's no mistakes and it gets to you on time and to your correct address. I'm racing against time. I got all these mascot tees laid out across the post office desk. You know what the post office desk looks like. It's on that, that desk that looks like a kitchen countertop, and there's pens all over, there's buckets of different envelopes all over, and I'm spreading it all out. It's not bigger than this bed right here, this twin size bed, and I'm spreading the packages all out. I'm taking off the post-it notes, I'm quickly pasting on the labels, and I'm rushing through this process, trying to get it done as quickly as possible to make sure that I got my receipt and I got everything I needed to have them shipped out, and I had nothing else to do but to sit back and wait for you guys to post your mascot tees and tag us at MUEL.apparel on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're at, we're there too. Make sure you guys tag us and share your symbol of purpose with the world and with the community. So I'm rushing through, I'm shuffling through all these different mascot tees. I'm pulling them out the duffel bag, and I'm excited. I'm writing these names, and then finally after the packages that we got done, after the 15 packages, we did have 23 total, but some had 2, some had 1, so there was 15 total packages. We used a total of 10 of the stickers that were shipping labels, So we spent about, $20 there, and then we put them on the desk. We started handing them to the postwoman, and she was very helpful throughout this process. She was helping me process all the things that I needed, and then we were talking about the different agreements that I had to accept if I wanted to do insurance, the things that were necessary to make sure that they got to you on time and quickly. So throughout this process, as she is weighing the mascot tees and then typing in your address, I realized that I forgot my business debit card. So that's when things really started to hit the fan. So I'm already sweating, right? I'm not nervous, but I'm excited about getting these shirts to you. I just went through this whole process of writing down all these names. In less than like 10 minutes, I'm scribbling on these papers, sticking them on, putting the garbage everywhere. Garbage is flying. The mascot tees are falling behind the desk. And I'm super excited. I realized I forgot my business debit. I was like, all right, damn, what now? So I had the business debit on Apple Pay. So I had the mobile card, but it wouldn't go without the PIN. And the thing is, there's no PIN on that business debit mobile Apple Pay. So I'm clicking the button, I'm double clicking the side button, I'm tapping it. All right, we good. I got money in my business debit account, I got nothing to worry about, boom. Transfer the funds from my reserves, because I put all that money aside to make sure none of it gets touched for our next version of the Mascot TV 2, which is coming next Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Online orders will not be accepted until 30 days prior to October 26, 2024. If you want a Mascot TV 2, you got to see me in person, and I will bring it to you, or you will come to our pop-up locations and get that Mascot TV 2. So throughout this process, I'm clicking the button, trying to get it to tap, no PIN. No PIN. I'm searching through my wallet. I'm pulling out each individual card. I see the library card. I see my old school ID. All right, I got the credit card. All right, debit card, okay. No business debit. I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? So I had tips from work. And I've been working in hospitality, and obviously coming from a sales background, you guys know how it is. I love to play a part. I love to serve, and I love to help people, and I love to allow people to enjoy their time. So while I'm at work, I'm putting on my best show. I'm giving them everything. I'm on stage. I'm showing my ass. And I'm getting all these tips because I'm good at what I do, and I actually enjoy helping people, and it's from a genuine space. It's from a place of love. But I also enjoy this. I enjoy putting on the show. I enjoy treating them with kindness and respect like everyone should be treated with. And I'm helping them with their back. So I made all these tips, and luckily I kept that money on me because I was going to buy some food and buy a mouthpiece to do some martial arts and to do some jiu-jitsu after work. So I had all this cash on me. I'm like, all right, boom. So I got this cash. I'm gonna use all this cash, and I'm gonna use my actual debit card to pay for the shipping and just get it over with. Keep the receipt and use that to still write off taxes, and at least I'll still have all the money still on my business debit. So I was like, all right, boom. Luckily I had that money on me, and I was able to purchase the shipping and get it out to you, and I saved that receipt, and it cost a total of, with the stickers, keep in mind, with those stickers I could have got a piece of white paper and some tape, but I wanted to make sure that it didn't rub off, or there was no complications. It didn't get wet. It was raining and sleeting outside as I was walking to the post office. So a total of $137.37. And we're actually gonna do the math of how much we spent total on these mascot tees versus how much money we got in. And I'm gonna show you the negative number that is derived from this version of the mascot tee and our first drop. And honestly, I wouldn't want it to be any different. I learned so many lessons, and I'm going to share that with you as soon as we finish adding this up. So 137.37 plus we paid around $238, and I'm going to pull up the MUEL business Excel sheet that has all of our numbers in there and all of our expenses, and we're gonna use that also to total up what we've spent on these mascot tees. So $137.37 for the shipping, and for the prints, we are going to total that up to, give me one moment. I'm very unprepared here, but it's all in the process. I really want to get these numbers correct for you so you guys can see exactly what it is like if you do not play your cards right and you get thirsty and you rush the process. You don't, this is all a learning process, and I want to go show you guys what it takes to start a clothing brand. So $137.37, said that 3 times. This is for shipping, plus $150.54 for the blank tees. $287.91 is what we're currently at, and we just broke past what we've made. We made $191.56. We're already past that just from shipping and the blank tees. And plus the screen print, it was $228 plus $228. Boom. $500, $515.91 already. And we're $300 behind what we've made. Because remember, we gave away free tees too. And the purpose of that is to get our name out there. If you can't give your shirt away for free, then you won't have a successful brand, because no one wants the tee. If you can't give you feel me? So $515.91, and we're not even all the way done with everything that went into it. We're not even going to calculate how much paper we used and how much ink we used from my mom's printer. We're not going to calculate the gas from getting back and forth. We're not going to calculate the money that we lost. $191 isn't even what we made in, because we lost 3 orders that were one of our higher returns and one of our higher purchases, because the shipping was a little bit farther. We lost those 3 orders because we did not fulfill those mascot tees within 30 days. Those orders came from Instagram and Facebook, and due to us not knowing that we had to fulfill or capture those payments within 30 days, we lost $60 right there. Boom. So it's not even $191. It's really $130-ish. So on top of that, that's not the only thing that went into the mascot tees. We had bags, right? We had poly mailer bags. This is just a total. We're not going tee by tee. Actually, we will. So, but it's hard to calculate because the bags are separate, but let's just put everything that went into it total. So $775 for the poly mailer black bags. And this is excluding those pieces of paper, those trips, getting here, getting there. And then on top of that, we also got a steamer, a lint roller, and 2 sets of Dollar General wrapping paper. So $212 plus another $212 for wrapping paper. So that's $424 for that white wrapping paper that you guys saw. The stickers were free. Steamer and lint roller were $20, so $547.90 already. And the thank you cards were $70. Boom, we're at $600, $617.90. And then there's a bunch of little things here and there that also went into the mascot tee, and minus let's say $131 from those $60 that we missed out from not capturing those Instagram orders. We still sent that out because we were late. That was our mistake. That was our learning moment. So $486.90 negative from 24 mascot tees. So I don't even want to know per tee how much it went into those tees, but obviously we printed 24 tees, so it was more expensive to print less, so we got to factor that in. We also got to remember that we gave out free tees. We got to remember that we didn't use every single thank you note, and the thank you notes will go way, way farther in the future during these next batch of orders. We also have to take into account we didn't use every single bag. We didn't use every single piece of wrapping paper. We also have to take into account that we missed out on $60 worth of money from our members because we didn't capture that payment. And then on top of that, we have to also account for we didn't correctly set up our shipping rate. So we paid way more than we should have for shipping because we didn't correctly calculate that. And for the free tea giveaway on National Mule Day, October 26, 2023, if we set it up correctly, then we wouldn't have to worry about all this money that we missed out, and we would have got closer to break even. But we took into account during this edition segment all the other things, including the thank you cards. But for next time and for this next version of the mascot tee, we have time now. And we're not rushing to get them out, and we're not rushing to create all this content. We're not rushing to get to National Mule Day and give away free tees and give away free giveaways. We're not rushing. We have a whole year to get to that free point, and we have a whole year to set up our e-commerce website. We have a whole year to set up our Shopify and make sure next time we give away free gear that we can account for the shipping that it's going to cost and make sure that we at least break even on those costs. So moving forward, this next batch will allow us to get closer to breaking even total without even calculating what we just spent on shipping. We're already at $6,000, and 6,000, I keep doing that where I like say it and then I go back to the number. So let me take my time. $6,000, $6,092. Did it again already, but that's including the camera gear. So this camera gear is extremely essential for our journey because it's a part of the documentary, and it came before any prints, it came before any blinks, because I wanted to have a high quality media. I wanted to have a high quality content to look back on, and to have a social media manager create our documentary and have a director put all these pieces together when we finally reach that top of the mountain, which we never will because the mountain continues to grow as we continue to grow and we continue to set new goals for ourselves, and we don't ever want to reach that peak. We want to continue to push it and push it and push it while also staying grateful for what we are accomplishing, but we don't want to stop growing. We don't want to settle for less, and we don't want that mountain to peak on us. We want to keep building it up as we continue to build ourselves up. So, already $6,000 in investments. We're going to chip away each batch of shirts. And as we get smarter, and as we learn the business, and as we price our mascot tees right, we'll start to begin to make profit. And all that profit is going to keep pouring back into the brand. And the more we pour back into the brand, the more it can begin to funnel back out into you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone who is starting a clothing brand so they can skip all these mistakes I've made. I've even had mentorship on this process from some of the most intelligent entrepreneurs, the most intelligent business owners, the most intelligent clothing brand owners in the game, and one of the most successful clothing brands in the game. I've had mentorship, and still I've made mistakes because it is a part of the process, and they cannot teach you everything because there are new challenges that we will face that they haven't faced, and there are challenges that they faced that we won't even see because of the landscape of media, because of the landscape of entertainment and technology. There's growing problems and growing issues in business that we haven't even seen yet, and that we will continue to have to face together. So let's stick together on this journey. Let's figure it out together. Share this with someone who is looking to ship their e-commerce product out now, or is starting a clothing brand themselves, or wants to start YouTube. Tell them, look at what I'm doing right now. This is a live mic. This is this is not even mic. This is with the camera. But look, I'm out here doing it, and you can too. So make sure you win from within today. I appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. See you tomorrow. Back at it again. We're not stopping. Only up from here every single day. Catch us. Mule.love. Let's go.